Hi, I'm Blue. Before you scroll, you need to hear this. Your body completely changes modes every single night. This isn't a metaphor, this is real. While you're asleep, your immune system doesn't just rest, it switches into an aggressive phase. Then, a few hours later, it shuts that down and resets itself. And here's the problem: if your sleep gets disrupted, even a little, that system can break. What's supposed to protect you can start working against you. More inflammation, weaker defenses, higher disease risk, and the scary part, most people are damaging this system every single night without even realizing it. But that's just the beginning, because what your brain does while you sleep is even more surprising. So if you care about your health, or you just want to understand what your body is really doing, you'll want to see this. And if this kind of content interests you, hit like and drop a comment. So grab a cozy blanket, get comfy, and let's get into it. Part 1. Your immune system has a nighttime schedule. Okay, here's the part I'm most excited about. A 2024 review published in Immunity, Inflammation, and Disease pulled together the latest research on sleep and your immune system, and the results are remarkable. Here's the key idea: your immune system doesn't just run at one level, it works in phases, and sleep orchestrates these phases. In the first half of the night, during deep, slow-wave sleep, stress hormones like cortisol drop, growth hormone peaks, and your immune system switches into offensive mode, called a Th1 response. Basically, your body is producing more cytokines, signaling proteins that increase inflammation and help fight infections. Two key ones, IL-1 beta and TNF, also promote deep sleep. So your sleep and immune system literally help each other. Then in the second half of the night, cortisol rises again, and your immune system switches to a regulatory mode, a Th2 response. This phase calms inflammation and supports other immune functions. Disrupting this two-phase program with poor sleep, fragmented sleep, or sleep deprivation can throw everything off, leading to higher inflammation and disease risk. Fun fact: treating insomnia can bring inflammation markers back down. Your immune system and sleep really are two sides of the same coin. Part 2. Infections, long COVID, and your gut. Here's a question you've probably experienced. Why do you sleep so much when you're sick? The answer is fascinating. Your immune system actively promotes sleep during infection. Those same pro-inflammatory signals that fight the infection also tell your brain, go to sleep, give us resources. And here's the flip side: when you cut your sleep short, your immune defenses weaken. Studies show sleep deprivation increases vulnerability to respiratory infections and other illnesses. Take long COVID, for example. Patients with persistent symptoms often have insomnia, reduced deep sleep, or even new sleep apnea. Elevated inflammatory markers suggest that an immune imbalance may contribute to prolonged symptoms. With HIV, sleep disturbances are common: trouble falling asleep, fragmented sleep, and these often worsen as the infection progresses. Some are linked to medications, not just the virus itself. Fun fact: your gut microbiome actually talks to your immune system. Sleep disorders are linked with microbiome disruptions, and it's a two-way street. Your gut affects sleep, and your sleep affects your gut. So here's a question for you. Have you noticed your sleep changing when you've been sick? Comment below. I'd love to hear your experiences. Part 3. What sleep does to your brain. The deep dive in a previous video, we mentioned the brain, specifically the link between poor sleep and a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease and cognitive decline. The results were more specific than most people realize. Start with sleep deprivation, simply not getting enough sleep. The biggest victims are attention and working memory. Working memory is essentially your brain's scratch pad, the ability to hold information in your head while you use it. Studies found moderate to large effects on simple attention and reaction time. Then there's insomnia, difficulty falling or staying asleep. The 2023 analysis found that insomnia mainly affects working memory, episodic memory, your memories of personal experiences, problem solving, and inhibitory control, the ability to stop yourself from acting on impulse. Older adults show these effects consistently, which is why sleep is so crucial as we age. Sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops at night, has the widest cognitive footprint. People with sleep apnea show impairments in language skills, long-term memory, processing speed, mental flexibility, attention, and even driving simulation performance. Interestingly, some studies found women with sleep apnea may have a higher risk for cognitive impairment than men, highlighting the importance of sex-specific data. One key mechanism is the brain's waste clearing system, sometimes called the glymphatic system. During sleep, the brain flushes out toxic waste, including proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Disrupting sleep means less flushing, and over the years, this may have serious consequences. Quick tip: Prioritize consistent sleep schedules and aim for quality deep sleep. It literally helps your brain clean itself. And here's something often overlooked. The relationship between sleep and dementia goes both ways. Sleep problems may increase Alzheimer's risk, but Alzheimer's itself can damage brain regions that regulate sleep, creating a vicious cycle. So, I want to ask you, have you ever noticed your memory or focus dropping when you don't sleep well? Share your experiences in the comments. Let's discuss. Part 4. What athletes taught us. Here's a totally different angle and one of the most practical parts of sleep research. A systematic review published in 2023 in Sports Medicine looked at 25 studies on sleep interventions in athletes. The question wasn't just whether sleep is important for performance, which most coaches already assumed, but specifically which sleep strategies actually work. The athletes ranged from trained amateurs to elite professionals across 17 different sports, and the results pointed to two main strategies that showed the clearest benefits. First, sleep extension. When athletes were given the chance to extend total sleep time beyond their normal hours, performance improved in reaction time, sprint speed, mood, and accuracy. On average, extending sleep by about 46 minutes per night gave measurable gains for athletes already sleeping around 7 hours. Second, napping. A 20-minute nap during the day improved performance and helped restore function after a night of partial sleep loss. Not perfectly, but measurably. On the other hand, some intuitively helpful strategies like strict sleep hygiene, removing electronics at night, or cold water immersion showed little to no measurable effect in the studies, though researchers note these findings are based on a small number of studies and shouldn't be considered final. Why does this matter beyond sports? Because athletes are essentially controlled experiments. What works for elite athletes under high physical stress can tell us a lot about the biological importance of sleep duration, and that the body responds detectably to getting more sleep. Quick tip: whether you're an athlete or not, even small sleep improvements, an extra 30 to 45 minutes, or a short nap, can boost your focus, mood, and energy. So now I want to hear from you. What's your go-to sleep strategy? Do you nap or try to sleep longer at night? Comment below and share your tip. Your experience might help someone else. So let's wrap up. So that's part 2. We covered 4 new scientific papers, and they paint a remarkably coherent picture. And in part 1, which is linked above, we went even deeper, looking at 12 major studies on sleep and health. We explored topics like heart disease, lifespan, weight management, brain fog, and more. Your immune system runs a carefully timed program every night, and messing with it can affect infection risk, inflammation, and overall health. Your brain uses sleep to manage its own maintenance and memory consolidation. The latest 2025 mortality data, drawn from 79 studies, confirms that both too little and too much sleep carry measurable risks. Even athletes, when given more sleep, show clear, measurable improvements in performance. None of this is meant to create panic. It's about understanding what science is actually telling us. Now it's your turn. Did anything in today's video surprise you, or is there a part of sleep science you want us to explore in part 3? Comment below. Your input shapes this channel. And if you haven't watched part 1 yet, our deep dive into 12 major sleep studies, check the link above. Thanks for watching. And remember, better sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about keeping your body, mind, and immune system in top shape. And if you found this interesting, check out our other videos where we break down real science into real talk. See you in the next video.